What's up, cool people? Welcome to today's live stream. My name's Matt, aka That Random Christian Gamer. And, heavy emphasis on the gaming today. I don't want to completely ignore Bible study, but, after what happened a couple of weeks ago with the whole Kingdom Hearts 3 installation debacle, I got a little bit of gaming stuff to catch up on, and I did extra Bible study then, so the normal is I do 2 chapters each week, but last week and this week only have 1 chapter of Bible study, so then I have more time to catch up on the gaming stuff that I didn't get to do 2 weeks ago when I did the extra Bible study because Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't install. So anyway, yeah, there's the general gist of things, and those of you who have not been in the loop on personal events for me and things like that, I signed the lease on an apartment. I'm just waiting for like the final payment to go through, or the final part of the initial payment to go through, and then I can actually get the key and actually move in. But I've already gotten a couple of things established for that, so it's, you know, it's coming soon-ish. But yeah, that's about all I got as far as introducing things. Let me just hop on in, and my help might be wanted for some things around the house a little later, so the sooner I can get through my planned stuff for the stream, the better I can help with that. So, let's run the early Twitch ads and then hop into the Bible study, eh? Did I really just say "eh" there? What am I, Canadian? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not Canadian. Anyway. Okay. Also, feel free to let me know if anything sounds off. Like, if there's any sound settings that seem not what they should be, let me know. I am notorious for not checking my sound settings on my microphone and then being, like, way quieter in my streams than I want to be. Yeah. So, in other random news, I know Borderlands 4 is coming out soon. I've done the other games in the series on this channel, so I kind of can't help but wonder if, like, I'm kind of wondering if I should, you know, hop into that. But I'd rather wait and see and hear the initial reaction to the game. Because if everybody thinks it's absolute crap, then I'm not going to bother with buying it. At least not anytime soon. Anyway. Okay, well, ad break is done. About time to hop into Bible study. Let's go. Alrighty, so we're looking at 1 Chronicles chapter 25. The past couple of chapters have been really just kind of about reassigning duties of the priests and the Levites and basically anybody who would have been serving in the tabernacle previously and or the temple, you know, once that gets built. Because, like, otherwise the stage is totally set for the temple building, and if it seems odd and you're thinking, wait, didn't they already build the temple? Yes, they did, but this is First Chronicles. The First and Second Chronicles were written after the Israelites were exiled from their homeland, and this is kind of a recap of a bunch of those things, filling in maybe some more details than we got before, but it's meant essentially to serve as a way of telling the exiles, hey, here's how we got into this situation. Here's a bunch of what happened in the lead up to it, including, what should have happened and how things would have gone, how we messed it up, and how we can get back to things being good again. Spoiler alert, it's all about, worshiping God properly. So, we're looking at these temple-related duties and how they're being assigned / reassigned. And it looks like we're going to get more of that in this chapter. So here we go. 1 Chronicles chapter 25. David and the army commanders then appointed men from the families of Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun to proclaim God's messages to the accompaniment of lyres, harps, and cymbals. Here is a list of their names and their work. From the sons of Asaph, there were Zechar, Joseph, Nethaniah, and Asarela. Something like that. They worked under the direction of their father Asaph, who proclaimed God's messages by the king's orders. From the sons of Jeduthun, there were Gedaliah, Zerai, Jeshaiah, Shimei, Hashabiah, and Mattathiah, 6 in all. They worked under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who proclaimed God's messages to the accompaniment of the lyre, offering thanks and praise to the Lord. Just the lyre. Okay, so I guess maybe that was their instrument of specialization there, or instrument of focus, you might say. Maybe we'll get others that focus on the harps and cymbals and whatnot. But yeah, so, unsurprisingly, given that subheading, this is talking about musicians and what all they're going to do. Now, it's using the wording proclaim God's messages. But it's to the accompaniment of music, so I would think of this almost more like either hymns or almost even like almost chants, potentially. I'm not entirely sure which would be a more accurate sense of it. But, like, I know there are some denominations where you get very, like, chant type singing within the liturgy, and, like, there's very almost ritualistic things about how certain things are, like, proclaimed, but in, like, a somewhat singing kind of voice. I actually interned at a church where the one service, at least, they did that kind of thing. So that's more so the picture I get. I wouldn't think it would be as much along the lines of what would be considered more like contemporary worship music. But in any case, there was still also like a worship aspect to it. Because, I mean, yes, proclaiming God's messages is part of it, but it's also in a way like honoring and sometimes even praising God wrapped up in that. So anyway, note there it's Shimei, as in one Hebrew manuscripts and some Greek. Most Hebrew manuscripts lack Shimei, but then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there would only be then there would only be 5 sons mentioned, not 6. So, if the translation still also says 6 in all, without mentioning Shimei, then that's a bit confusing. Anyway, let me not dwell on that too long. Just translation notes and whatnot. Continuing on. Verse 4. From the sons of Heman, there were Bechiah, Mattaniah, Uzziel, Shubael, Jeremoth, Hananiah, Hanani, Eliathah, Gidalti, something like that. I don't know. Romamtai Ezer, Joshbekashah. Okay, Melothai, Hothir, and Mahazayoth. All these were the sons of Heman, King Seir, for God had honored him with 14 sons and 3 daughters. Okay, yeah, that explains all the names there, just connected with him. But it's not really saying much about what they did connected with all this. That's what honestly bugged me a little bit about the last chapter. It's like, it just spent the whole time talking about the method in which the duties were assigned, but not the actual duties that were assigned. But anyway, whatever. No, not gonna dwell on that too long. Hebrew says Shebuel variant spelling. Compared chapter 25, verse 20. So maybe the name comes up again, and in the later verse, it's just outright spelled Shubael. Anyway, verse 6. All these men were under the direction of their fathers as they made music at the house of the Lord. Their responsibilities included the playing of cymbals, harps, and lyres at the house of God. Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman reported directly to the king. They and their families were all trained in making music before the Lord, and each of them, 288 in all, was an accomplished musician. Musicians were appointed to their term of service by means of sacred lots, without regard to whether they were young or old, teacher or student. Okay, and then we're going to get into the order of the lots being cast. Before that, though, I'm just going to highlight that it says they were all trained. Yeah, right there. Trained in making music before the Lord. And they were all accomplished musicians. So, I wonder if they, after that, then, like, kind of kept training among themselves and, like, you know, since that was their assigned duty, you would think they would be kind of obligated to do that even throughout later generations. And then, like, with that being the case, it's like, well, we don't want to do this poorly. Plus, I mean, you know, we've got older generations already playing music, and it makes for an easy segue into learning how to play more music. So, you know, it's not that difficult to believe. They just kind of kept it going, at least until the exile. It kept it going within those same families, I mean. I will say, it's probably a lot easier to learn about music when you're surrounded by people, and family in particular, who already do a lot with music. Like, I've seen strong correlations there between, like, if there's somebody in the family who plays music, especially if there's more than one person in the family who plays music, it's a whole lot more likely that other people within the family are going to be musicians. So anyway, alright, so now we get to the order in which the order in which the lots were cast for the different divisions of duties. Starting in verse 9. The first lot fell to Joseph of the Asaph clan, and 12 of his sons and relatives. The second lot fell to Gedaliah, and 12 of his sons and relatives. Third lot fell to Zachar, and 12 of his sons and relatives. Fourth lot fell to Zerai, and 12 of his sons and relatives. Fifth lot fell to Nethaniah, and 12 of his sons and relatives. I wonder if it's all going to be 12 of... Anyway, 6th lot fell to Bukaya, 12 of his sons and relatives. 7th lot fell to Asarala, and 12 of his sons and relatives. 8th lot fell to Jeshaiah, and 12 of his sons and relatives. 9th lot fell to Mattaniah, and associated people. I'm just like, I'm getting tired of reading, and 12 sons and relatives. Honestly. The 10th lot fell to Shimei and relatives. 11th fell to Uzziel and relatives. 12th lot fell to Hashabiah. 13th fell to Shubael. If it changes at all, I'll let you know. The 14th lot fell to Mattathiah. 15th lot fell to Jeremoth. 16th to Hananiah. 17th fell to Joshbekah. Man, that's a heck of a name there. Joshbekashah. And 12 of his sons and relatives. 18th lot fell to Hanani. 19th fell to Malathi. I don't know. The 20th lot fell to Eliathah. 21st to Hothir. 22nd to Gedalti. 23rd lot fell to Mahazioth. And the 24th lot fell to Romam to Ezer and 12 of his sons and relatives. It was 12 sons and relatives in every single case. So it mentioned 288 in all. I mean, 24 times 12. Yeah, that fits. I guess maybe the people themselves are being included in the 12 sons and relatives, though, for that to actually work out that way. But with that being the case, yes, the math is mathing. And so it mentioned 14 sons up here from Heman. There were, that's 6, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Not that I doubted it all checking out. That's just how my brain works. There are numbers involved, and I'm like wanting to double check the numbers. Shoot, my job nowadays is pretty much all about counting things out and making sure that we get the proper quantities where they need to go. Anyway, couple of notes here, mostly connected with particular names. Although this one says, as in the Greek version, Hebrew lacks and 12 of his sons and relatives. Makes me wonder if the following verses would have lacked that phrase as well. But in any case, in order for it to be 288 in all, the whole 12 relatives thing just fits mathematically. Alright. Note there, it's Zerai. Hebrew says Isri. Variant spelling. Which, ancient Hebrew was a very different language. It's even just in the general structure of words, it was very different. So even if there was just something that would represent what we consider Z, R, and some I type sound after that, or I don't know, if I remember correctly, which I've said this a bunch, so I'm hoping I remember correctly on this, ancient Hebrew basically didn't even have vowels. So you'd kind of have to fill in the vowel sounds in and around the letters that were there. Which makes it very easy for there to be Isri and Israi, whatever, and Zerai being variant spellings of the same name, because it's like, well, this is just a different way of filling in the vowels. Anyway, okay. Note here at Asarala, Hebrew says Jesarala, variant spelling, compared to 25 verse 2, which, okay, I mean, if that was spelled that way, then they're keeping it consistent. The translators are keeping it consistent here. Alright, note there, Uzziel, Hebrew says Azarel, variant spelling. Jeremoth, Hebrew spells it with a second E rather than an I there. Hebrew there has Josh Bekasha without the H at the end. But, I mean, like, come on. That's like the most understandable variant spelling ever. Like how there's Sarah with an H and without an H. Anyway, okay. And it still doesn't, within this casting of lots, say who exactly did what. Although we did get an explanation as far as up here about, you know, some of them specifically being accompanied by the lyre. I would assume that means that they are the ones who used that instrument. Whatever the case is. So, yeah. We've had the Levites, and then the priests, and now the musicians. And their duty is being reassigned in relation to transitioning from the tabernacle to the temple. But that's all we get for 1 Chronicles 25. And is the next chapter more of that kind of stuff? Yep. Then we get the gatekeepers, then we get military commanders, and then final stuff about temple building. Okay. Anywho. So that takes care of our Bible study for the day, due to having extra in previous streams. So, with that in mind, to have less potential interruptions of actual gaming stuff, I'm going to run more Twitch ads now, and then hop on into Slay the Spire. Because I'll start off with that, and then end it with Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff. So, yeah. Let me go ahead. Change the stream info on Twitch. Topic is now Slay the Spire, or sorry, category. Let me try and use the proper terminology. That's a perfect spot to pause my background music while I move over to the game. Okay. And I may even be inclined to cut some of these portions of the stream a little shorter than normal. Not like way shorter, but like maybe closer to 45 minutes each instead of an hour each. Just depending on how things go, and to try and conserve a little bit of time so then maybe I can help out more with other things going on in the house a bit later. But that's not going to be for a while. Oh, real quick, one other setting that I want to change, and I'd rather not have things looking too awkward in the meantime. Okay, now I'll go back to this. I was wanting to boost my microphone volume a little bit within the stream, since I tend to sit more like this while I'm actually playing gaming stuff. Scooby 2000s. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. The last time now I have seen more than one Scooby-Doo series, but it's been a long time. And I hear most people are not the biggest fans of the newer Scooby-Doo series. Anywho, let me not get off on too much of a tangent on that. Time to slay. Well, do you actually slay the spire itself, or just the things within the spire? Anyway, okay. I will be recording gaming stuff. Actually, I was recording the Bible study as well. Saturday streams are usually recording sessions, essentially, for me. But, you know, we can still hang out and talk about stuff. That's why I've got, you know, stream chat showing in there. But, yeah. Just note that I may not be as quick on responding to live chat as I would be if I weren't recording. Anywho, okay. Speaking of which, let's get that rolling. Alrighty, so, my first attempt at an ironclad run on standard didn't quite get all the way through. I made it to Act 3, but fell to the spire there. Since then, I've done part of a daily climb, and then went through a custom run that went most of the way through Act 2, but I died at the boss battle there. Custom can involve all sorts of crazy stuff. I think I'm mostly going to focus on standard runs in my recordings. But this time, I'm going to be going through it as the Silent instead of the Ironclad. Okay, hang on a sec. Noticing chat here. 35 have developmental delay. I was wondering, is it okay to climb up the Mountain of Faith journey slower than other Christians? Sometimes feel behind. Look, there's no, like, you need to reach this far in your faith to be considered a Christian. Like, all you need is, you know, faith in Jesus, understanding that you are not righteous on your own, and that you need, you know, that you need salvation. It would be the Christianese term, from sin, but basically that without Jesus we could not be in a right relationship with God. As long as you understand your need for that and how Jesus fulfilled that for you, and you are, you know, trusting in Jesus for that, that's all you really need. Beyond that, it's just, like, getting better at living out a Christian life. Read a Bible that is lower grade reading level. That's, yeah. And, hey, simpler wording does not make the truth of the Bible any less true. And, like, honestly, I think Christians in the past sometimes have been less than stellar at being able to connect with disabled people, because some still have a mentality of, like, oh, there's something wrong with you, you must not be favored by God. No, don't believe that. So, is it okay that you take longer to understand the Bible and what it says and to understand how to be a better Christian, as from a salvation perspective, yeah, that's totally fine. And example, NLT, a New International Reader's Version. Yeah, so actually, in my Bible study that I was just doing and have been doing on this channel, I've been reading through the NLT because I feel like the wording of it is more understandable for a broader group of English speakers. So, yeah, that's... reading the NLT is totally fine in my book. In my, like, opinion, I should say. But yeah, like, however you can best connect with God and grow in your understanding of, you know, that relationship and how to further develop it, don't worry about the speed of your growth. A lot of the people who seem like they have it the most put together are actually struggling the most with their faith because they think they're fine, but they don't want to admit the issues they have. Feel free to continue leaving more thoughts or questions. I hope I've answered your initial one well enough, at least. Let me get a sip of water right here before I continue going. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this run in Slay the Spire as the Silent, who can operate quite a bit different than the Ironclad. Like, just as an example, the Ironclad heals 6 HP at the end of each combat. The Silent doesn't do that out the gate. They start each combat by drawing 2 additional cards, which at least gives you more options. So let's get that rolling. I am meow. What? I never understand that stuff. Reach the boss to receive more blessings. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Max HP plus 7. I think I'll take the max HP. I don't need the early combat to be that easy. Okay, so I got an extra little bonus thing there. Anywho. Back to chat. Feel embarrassed because everyone else at my church has English Standard Version and I struggle to understand that translation. Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with using the New Living Translation over the English Standard Version. Now, the church that I went to before my recent move, the Bibles they usually gave to people were English Standard Version. People have different opinions on which translations are better, like, more accurate to the original text. But also, there are some translations where, like, they're slightly less focused on word-for-word accuracy and more so on hitting the general points. Because, like, sometimes if you get too literalistic in your translation, it, like, you lose the meaning of certain things. Like, if anything is meant to be sort of like a slang term or just a, you know, some other figure of speech, that doesn't as easily come through in word-for-word literalistic translations. So, like, different Bible translations are better at different things. Now, some of them are just kind of... Some of them take a whole lot of creative liberties, and take those with a grain of salt. But I think it's more important that we understand the general gist of things in the Bible than having word-for-word accuracy. Okay. Let me have a look-see here at the paths I could take and which ones might be better in a way. Well, the right path doesn't seem to be great for encountering elites, which those are the ones that give me relics, which are pretty helpful in the long run. Then again, there might be more events and stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the left path here. So, long story short, Scooby, no need to feel embarrassed in my opinion. Okay, so we've got 2 louses, one with 12 HP, one with 14. But if I attack them, they will be less inclined to attack themselves, I think. Deal 3 damage, apply 1 weak. Sure. Oh no, it still plans to attack. It just has also gained some defense now. Okay. Well, I can gain enough block to not take any damage this turn. And then I can strike this one for 6 damage. Okay. Survivor. Gain 8 block, discard a card. Well, then I'll just discard one of my defend cards here. Since all that's going to do is give me more block. Let's see here. And then that's enough for me to not get hurt. I'm hoping I can maybe progress a little bit quicker than I did in some of the previous runs. Well, can't do much more than defend now, so I'll do as much of that as I can. And I have been weakened, which means I deal less damage, but I should still be fine enough to finish this off. Okay. Win. Met a street preacher, and I think he was extremely a King James only. Oh, jeez. Okay, respectfully, I have a hard time taking King James only people seriously. The King James is actually not that good of a translation. There's so much that it just, like... even ignoring the fact that it's just confusing for modern English readers, like, there are things that we have come to a better understanding of regarding, you know, ancient Hebrew and the actual events that the Bible talks about. It's like, so there's a bunch of stuff that it actually kind of just flat out gets wrong. I couldn't give you an example off the top of my head, but it's, yeah, no. King James only is not the way to go. I mean, I can appreciate the more poetic sound of it in a way, but no. If people are hardline King James only, then that's the kind of stubborn, stuck-up Christian, I'm gonna air quote, that really is more concerned. They're basically modern Pharisees because they're more concerned about righteousness than they are actual relationship with God. Anyway, feel bad for having a shorter conversation with him. I just got uncomfortable and confused. because he told me only read King James, and it would... I mean, now if someone is trying to help give you slightly more difficult words so then you, like, look them up and gain a better understanding of things that way, that notion I can understand a little bit, but that's not, like, don't feel like you... Definitely don't feel like you have to read King James and that's the only accurate version, because it's not. It's not even the most accurate version, I would say. But I would encourage you, maybe, you know, have your go-to, but sometimes maybe read a different translation just to get a little bit of a different take, or a little bit of a different emphasis maybe on certain passages. Anyway, alright. That's all I have to say on that for now. Okay, adding a card to the deck. I can gain 4 block with no energy cost. That seems pretty good. Deal 12 damage. If you've discarded a card this turn, gain 2 energy. Deal 8 damage. Next turn, gain an extra energy. I have a ton of blocking so far in this deck. But free card. Or 0 energy cost card. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with Deflect, I guess. Now, more battles does typically mean more cards, but I also kind of like doing the events just to see what happens. You happen upon a group of what look like purple fire spirits dancing around a large bonfire. Spirits toss small bones and fragments into the fire, which brilliantly erupts each time. As you approach, the spirits turn to you expectantly. Offer. Receive a reward based on the offer. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I will offer 1 defend card. You toss an offering into the bonfire. Nothing happens. The spirits seem to be ignoring you now. Disappointing. I'm sorry. Oh well. Next battle. Also, if NIV large print because a great friend of my church understood my... Nice to have people who will support you in that way. For sure. Yeah, large print. And that's a thing that a bunch of Christians don't even consider as well. Like, I mean, large print is actually one of the more understood and accounted for reading issues out there. But like, I wonder if large print Bibles would also help with like people who are dyslexic and whatnot. I don't know, but I could see that being a thing. But yeah, there are all kinds of efforts out there, you know, just for the purpose of making the Bible more accessible to more people, whether it's translating into more languages or making larger print versions or whatever. Like, I am all in favor of making the Bible more accessible to more people. I'm certainly more so concerned with that than I am with being, like, you know, super word for word. We gotta have the best literal translation possible. Ooh, I got a smoke bomb. Escape from a non-boss combat, receive no rewards. That could get me out of a jam at some point. Which card to add to my deck? Piercing Wail. All enemies lose 6 strength this turn. Exhaust. Blade Dance. Add 3 shivs into your hand. Into my hand? Oh, dang. Okay. Well, that's essentially 12 damage right there. Prepared. Draw 1 card. Discard 1 card. I mean, at a cost of 0, that's essentially more flexibility in what you do. Which, if Magic the Gathering has taught me much of anything, it's flexibility in your actions is very important. So, I will take the prepared card. Oh, yeah, by the way, anybody who has seen my previous Slay the Spire stuff might realize that the game audio is a bit louder now. I just, like... To me, it seemed almost too quiet before. Like, I could barely hear it in some moments, so I just bumped up the master volume within the game. Okay, well, I'm gonna get rid of this slime outright. That one intends to put some kind of a curse on me. Oh, well. Friend said NIV is more thought for thought and get the meaning more than NLT in his opinion. Yeah. Yeah, NIV is, in my opinion, still, you know, fairly understandable English. But I don't know. NIV and NLT are both pretty good at being understandable for modern English readers. Well, now prepared would do nothing, so I guess I'll just end my turn. I now have an exhaust card in my deck, which is not great, but oh well. Yeah, pardon me. See, this is when I would have wanted to maybe swap out some cards. Okay, well, now I can strike this slime twice and be done. Hooray. Flex Potion. Gain 5 strength. At the end of your turn, lose 5 strength. Okay, I mean, especially with empty potion slots, I'm fine with that. Ooh, dang. Eviscerate. Costs 1 less for each card discarded this turn. Deals 7 damage 3 times. That's quite a bit of damage. Piercing Wail again. Sneaky Strike. 12 damage if you have discarded a card this turn. Gain 2 energy. I mean, the energy could be helpful, but it depends on the cards in my hand. I actually think I will take Eviscerate. Yeah, and that was like a mystery event thing, wasn't it? And doggone it, in trying to do the events, I missed my chance at an elite way over there to the left. Oh well. In fact, I'm not sure I'm gonna hit any elites for a while. This is what happens when I don't look very carefully at the path for each step along the way. Strange blue humanoid with a golden helm, question mark. approaches you with a huge smile. Hello, friend. I am cleric. Are you interested in my services? The creature shouts loudly. I don't need to heal. No, not really interested in any of that. You don't trust this cleric, so you leave. Now, if I do the battle, I get another card outright. If I go to the rest, I could smith and upgrade a card. Feel relieved that it's okay to read that Bible because of the disability I have. Yeah, no, I'm glad to give you some encouragement and help calm your anxieties about that. It's like being a Christian is not a one-size-fits-all thing. That's why there's more emphasis on the relationship than about laws or doing the right things. Because if it was all about that, the Old Testament would have been the only testament. But as it is, we're too flawed to be able to really keep up with God's standard by just trying to follow the rules. And that's why we have Jesus, who paid penalty for sin and made a better way for us to have a right relationship with God. And I'm not saying that disabilities are like the equivalent to being sinful in any way, so we're clear. But that's all the more reason why we need to not take a one-size-fits-all approach. And, Jesus himself even said we need to, have faith like children. In a way. So, there is nothing wrong with, taking things at a slower pace. And having to read things in a bit of a different way to have a better understanding. So, do I want to do the... You know what? I'm going to go here and smith something. Now, which card do I want to upgrade? Well, let me look at the different options here. Strike would just add more damage. That would just add more block. Survivor would add more block. Neutralize. Adds 1 extra damage and 1 extra weak. Which means there's another turn that they would be weak. Not bad. 3 extra block. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Now if I upgrade Eviscerate... Okay, that deals... all in all 6 extra damage then. Out of all of those, I think I'll upgrade Neutralize first. I say first because, I've got another event here, and then, who knows, I might smith at the next campfire, too. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you is a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. From the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light. Perhaps something magical? It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. Lose 3 HP with a 25% chance to find a relic. I mean, it's only 3 HP. That's not too bad. I think I'll take my chances. Ouch. All you find is corroded metal and a bit of burning pain. However, you're still convinced there's a relic. Oh. So I can keep going for a better chance at a relic. Ugh. This is going to be one of those, like, sunk cost fallacy kind of things after a while, isn't it? Let me try again. Hey. Okay, and you know what? That just accounts for the 7 extra max HP that I got at the start of the run. Success! After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, you finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze, damaged but rewarded. And I leave. Okay. So what's the relic I got? Enemies in elite combats have 25% less HP. Ooh, then I definitely want to go for more elites. Whoa, hello. So I can really only fight one, whichever way I end up going from here. And honestly, if I go to the left after this rest, that will be a lot simpler. No, I guess it'll happen either way, huh? Okay, well, I'll go to the rest area. I still don't need to heal all that much, so I will smith once more. This time upgrading Eviscerate. So this one would be Treasure Battle, Event Elite. Or I could go to the left and get Treasure Battle Elite. I think I'm going to go to the left. Game looks really confusing. I don't play much of puzzle games and have... Yeah, so this is a card battle game, I guess, but it's also what's called a roguelike. So each run through the game, like, has all sorts of different things that can happen. Including different relics you can get that give you passive bonuses. I will admit, anybody who struggles with reading, this might not be the best game, because there's a lot of reading involved. Just to understand what you're doing each turn and what happens from each relic and potion and all sorts of things like that. It's, yeah, lots of reading involved. But yeah, essentially it's sort of a card game in a way, but you play the cards to do different things in the battles. But it's like randomized in some ways each time you play. Okay, Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Okay. I mean, definitely doesn't hurt to have, even if I don't wind up making much use of it. We have a thief here. Okay, well, I can deflect for free. So then if I use strike 3 times, I will not only deal the 18 associated damage, but I will also then gain 4 block because of the fan. So let's do that. And then I'll end my turn. So yeah. So each card has a particular, like, energy cost. And depending on how much the... You know, you only have so much energy that you get per turn. Okay, so that costs 1 less for each card discarded this turn. 9 damage 3 times. That would actually be enough to win. But I can also make it even less expensive by doing that. Just in case. Ta-da! Victory. Okay. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 card. 6 free damage. Hard to argue with that. Deal 7 damage, apply 1 weak. I think I'll take Slice, because no cost. Oh, yay. We have ourselves an elite enemy. So this one, I actually fought in the custom run, and, like, once you get it down, or maybe it's like, if you deal enough damage to it within 1 turn, it'll be like, okay, I'm not sleeping anymore. But I feel like I have quite a lot of damage-dealing stuff here. So I'm kind of like, well, why not? Okay, you know what? I'm going to gain 8 block from this. Discard 1 of my defend cards. And that makes Eviscerate less expensive, so I can still play it. I'm gonna wake this thing up already, aren't I? Yep. But hey, at least it doesn't metallicize then. Oh yeah, and it's stunned for this turn. Next turn it'll start attacking though. Deal 4 damage, apply 2 weak. That's no cost. I'll take that for sure. Deflect is free. What potions do I have? 5 strength. Tell you what. Let me go ahead and be prepared. Oh, that's right. If I play 3 attack cards, I gain 4 block anyway. So I will discard defend. Because this way, now I get to deal more damage and only have 1 less block than I would have from if I played the defend card. And a struggle to have a mental disability, developmental delay, because sometimes I have to explain to most people I meet publicly what I'm diagnosed with because they ask, but yeah. It's exhausting for me to meet different people and ask the same question. Yeah, I am sorry you have to deal with that. But I hope you don't let it get you too discouraged or anything. Alright. Deflect is free, so I'll play that. Let me go ahead and be prepared. I will get rid of the defend card, because now I can do 3 attack cards in 1 turn. Actually, Eviscerate's just going to end this battle, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Mercury Hourglass. At the start of your turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Okay, free damage each turn. Nice. And then I can add, ooh, Backstab. That's what I saw in my 1 daily run. Oh, but then there's Masterful Stab. Costs 1 additional energy for each time you lose HP this combat. So if you haven't been hurt, it's free. but otherwise it can keep getting more energy costly. I think I'd rather take Backstab. Just 11 free damage at the start of battle is essentially what that boils down to. And now I can go to a merchant. I have not been to one yet, and if I take the left path, I would not get a merchant at all. Merchant! Okay, what do we got here? Always look at the relics first. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in mystery rooms. Interesting. Well, I can't afford that one. Start each elite combat with 2 strength. Oh, that'll really put an emphasis on trying to find and fight elites then. Which, you know what? Why not? Because then I would get more relics from them. And I can afford absolutely nothing else after that. Proceed. Alright, so then we go to our rest stop here. I am not missing 23 HP. But if, you know what? I will smith once again. I could upgrade Backstab, have it deal 4 more damage, or Slice, deal 3 more damage for free. You know what? Yeah, let's upgrade Slice. Okay, then I'm gonna do one more combat. We'll have another rest. Oh, these guys. Yay. So, on death applies to vulnerable. Right. Okay. Neutralize on this guy. Backstab on this one. I'm gonna try to rig this up so that I wind up defeating both of them in the same turn. People are nice and say that my speech is really good. Very happy to hear that because they don't. Yeah. Honestly, I don't like people are nice, but sometimes they're just wondering. I don't know why most people are focused. Yeah, I mean, there could be different reasons for people wanting to understand someone's disability. Like, it could genuinely just be a matter of they want to know you better and, like, what you deal with on a daily basis that most people don't is part of that. Some people might try and take advantage of knowing that information, which I definitely don't agree with people doing that. But yeah, it's a little hard to tell who is just wanting to be nice and helpful and who has other motives sometimes. Whenever you're attacked, deal 3 damage back. Oh. Okay, that's actually kind of helpful for any long-term battles. At the end of your turn, retain up to 1 card. That could also be handy. Or apply 5 poison. Of course, if I could keep piling poison on, that's... oof. These all sound pretty good, actually. Hmm. See, right now this deck seems really good at dealing with, or seems better at dealing with individual enemies more so than groups. If I had larger groups attacking me, the Caltrops would be real helpful. But the poison. And I know there's some stuff that interacts with poison later on. Alright, I'm taking the poison. Alright, I guess now the big question is, do I think I'll survive the boss battle? Also, no need to apologize for grammar errors. That happens literally all the time these days. Whether in text messages or social media posts or anything like that. Because I'll fully heal at the end of the boss battle, so, like, if I think I'll survive it anyway, I might just want to upgrade another card. And that makes the poison apply 7 instead of 5. Woof. Alright, going for it. Alright. What's the boss this time? Oh, jeez. It's a slime. And one that splits as well. Ugh. When its HP is at or below 50%, will split into 5 smaller slimes with the slime boss's current HP. But, like, this deck does not deal enough damage in one turn to end up really getting around that. Okay. Backstab. Let me go ahead and do the prepared thing just to see what all I get. Okay. I don't really need block, though. At least not this turn. So... Oh shoot, I totally could have given myself more strength. Oh well, it's just for one turn, so... not a big deal. Okay, so that's what they did. They've added some slime cards to my deck. Enemy intention is unknown. Great. But they don't plan on attacking. So, with that in mind, I'm just going to use Eviscerate. Because that's how I'll get the most damage done. And 27 would still not get it down to half. Close. But not quite there. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that bit, though. Dang it. Well, that didn't go how I wanted it. Oof.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
I could gain the extra strength this turn. Which might be handy, because now I want to get this done pretty quick. Alright, fine. Now that slime's gonna split. Okay. Ooh, poison. Okay. They all plan on not attacking this turn. So I'm gonna apply some deadly poison to the big one. Okay, these other two slimes will not split any further, it looks like. So let me go ahead and start damaging them. My deck is about to be filled with tons of slime cards, isn't it? Oh. They have now made me frail, which means... Oh, and weakened. So I gain less block and deal less damage this turn. Yippee! Alright, Scooby, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, well, I can make that one deal a bit less damage. Ooh. I can discard the slimed card. Although, let me do that with the prepared effect first. Okay. Gain 6 block. I'll discard this slimed card. Gain 3 more block, even though I don't really need it that badly. And end my turn. Even more turns being weakened and whatnot. Yippee! Okay, so... I can deal enough damage to get rid of the one small slime. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. And then I'll just defend because I don't really have any other option given the amount of energy. I will exhaust this slimed card, though, so it's no longer in my deck. They sure do like making me frail and weak here. Alright, well, deflect. Do a 4 damage. Gain 3 more block, and then exhaust one of these, and turn is done. Oh. Now the other big slime splits. Okay. Well, at least I don't have to worry about any more splitting. Okay, so let me put the deadly poison on this one. Go ahead and use prepared. Exhaust that, or discard that, not exhaust it. Okay, neutralize. Hang on. Yeah, okay, I should be able to get rid of the one slime in front. If I can't discard a card, do I still gain 6 block from this? Looks like it. Okay, cool. There's a nice way to get around the discarding requirement. Alright, and I am no longer frail or weakened. Huzzah. Still can't deal enough damage to get rid of either of them, though. You know what? Actually, with the poison... Yeah. With the poison, this one's gonna die in between turns. Okay. Only one to go. Alrighty. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't really need to gain more block this turn, so I'll just use Eviscerate, and we're done with this battle. Huzzah! The boss. Defeated slime boss. Okay. Gain 97 gold. A Fear Potion, which applies 3 vulnerable. And I get to add one of these. Hello. Enemy loses X strength. Apply X weak. And exhaust. X being relative to how much energy I have left. Doppelganger. Next turn, draw X cards and gain X energy. Oh! That could make for a really powerful singular turn at some point. Or, after image, whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. Just straight up, any card I play? Oh, dang. Oh, I think I'm going to have to go with after image. Oh, yeah. And then treasure. Philosopher's Stone. Gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. Wristblade. Attacks that cost 0 deal 4 additional damage. I have at least one of those. Runic Dome. Gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer see enemy intents. Ugh. But there's so much planning that's involved in knowing that. I think I'm gonna go with the Wristblade. Because I'm thinking I have at least 2 cards already to which that applies. Alright, now. Which path would give me the most elites? Looks like kind of down the middle there. 1, 2... Yeah, looks like 2 is the most I could get along any given path. So, yeah. Oh, but then I'm skipping any and all rests until, like, just before the boss. Ugh. Oh, well. Going with it anyway. Okay. So we have ourselves a chosen enemy. Intends to attack for 5 damage 2 times. Well, first thing I'll do is gain 4 block. Deadly Poison is a skill. But I can also use Backstab for free. And that's 1 attack. I really want to apply the poison. So I can either gain 10 block, which would be enough to not take any damage, or I deal 12 damage to them, gain 4 more block, and really I only take 2 damage when all's said and done. I think I'll strike twice. And end my turn. By the way, I'm doing this battle just to lock in what the rewards I got from the boss battle. Okay. Now they intend to inflict a powerful negative effect on me. Okay. Neutralize. They have been weakened. Let me go ahead and use Prepared. I don't really need block too badly, so I'm gonna ditch. I'll discard the Survivor card. Because then I can strike and Eviscerate. Hex. What does the Hex do? Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle one dazed into your draw pile. Ah. Well, I'm about to win this anyway. Slice. Okay, 15 gold, and I could add another Deflect. Escape Plan Plus. Draw one card. If you draw a skill, gain 5 block. Well, I just draw a free card either way. Or Crippling Cloud. Apply 4 poison and 2 weak to all enemies. Oh, dang. Really good in group situations, that's for sure. But drawing a card for free. Dang it. I'm kind of torn between the left and the right options. See, but then Crippling Cloud could become even better if I get the chance to upgrade it. Alright. Crippling Cloud. Of course, if I want to lock that in, I have to go ahead to the next thing. And just, like, keep going until... That's part of the problem with this game. If you really want to lock in something in particular, which, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could revisit that decision and come to a different conclusion later. That, I think, seems like a reasonable spot to pause progress on this for now. And in that spirit, I shall save and quit. Yes. Alright. So that saves my spot there. And I think I will take a quick break. And then come back with Kingdom Hearts 3. So, see y'all in a bit, I guess. Okay, I'm back. I can get rid of the background music, because I'm about to hop into the game, and it has plenty of its own music.
Oh boy, let's go!
Alrighty, so let me go ahead and start recording here. Oh shoot, you know what? I didn't even look at a bunch of this, like, equipment and abilities and stuff like that. I have more rings here. Magic ring grants us slight boost in max AP. Water boost. Ooh. Water boost could be helpful, actually. Okay, hang on. Definitely a power ring for you. And I think I will add a magic ring to Donald. No armor to equip on any of them. Abilities. Could do a combo plus if I shift some things around, but not that big a deal. Nothing. Goofy has Lucky Strike, but that's also not a super big deal. Okay. Meh. Not really a big deal in my opinion right now. Okay, anywho. Now that I've done all that. Okay, so. Time to, get all the way up here to Olympus. And, see what's going on, I guess. I mean, I already know because I played this before, but... You know, I try not to spoil things too much.
Is this Olympus?
Gosh, it's amazing.
Oh, whoa!
Just down there!
Nope.
Oh yeah, these guys. Oh jeez. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're getting through some enemies. Oh, geez. Really getting through some enemies. Shot locks! Hey! I can do shot locks now. So if you hold right bumper and move your aim around, then press A to unleash the shot lock. Each Keyblade has unique shot lock commands. Some are projectiles, while others can be used to heal Sora. In some cases, In some cases, locking onto the maximum number of targets will result in a more powerful attack. Shotlock commands deplete the focus gauge. Refill, you'll need to visit a save point, collect focus prizes, or use items. Cool.
Hercules must be at the top.
And that's what the focus prizes look like.
Yeah.
And here I am just breaking things all over the place. I would imagine there's some treasure around here. Yeah. Got a potion. Okay. Pretty sure there's eventually going to be something with that.
Yeah.
Statue in the middle. Ooh, got a betwixt shard. Synthesis items. Always a good thing, you know, up until you don't need to synthesize anymore. Okay. And we continue our ascent. Treasure. Fluorite. Next time I get into a battle, I might have to show off the shot lock. Boom. I found I, for whatever reason, am, like, very hesitant to use shot locks unless the focus gauge is, like, totally full. Oh, shoot. I did not do that right. Oh well, enemy is gone. So I'm not sure I could have done too much more anyway. Sure, I'll save my little bit of progress here. Open chest. And we have a map for the Realm of the Gods. AKA, you know, Olympus proper. Okay, we got a couple of different ways to go here. There's some treasure. Get a mithril shard. That doesn't actually get me anywhere, does it? Nope. Okay. I don't think there's any treasure here. Uh-huh. We have arrived at the secluded forge. Which, I'm not totally sure if I can even do the thing here that I'm supposed to do, eventually.
Stuff you make with a forge, I suppose. Look, there's a dial in the floor.
Yeah, this thing. So basically you need to align all three of the, I don't know, kettle things or whatever you want to call them. And it doesn't matter where they're aligned as long as they're in a straight line. Ooh, Night Shield Plus.
Yes.
Well, that seems like that'd be helpful for Goofy to have. Gives him Fire Siphon, Burn Protection, and plus 20% fire resistance. Which, okay, yeah, there we go. I'm like, can I look at the abilities it gets? Fire Siphon recovers MP when you take fire damage. Also prevents him from being burned. Just outright. So, good stuff. Better than not having it, of course. Rail Gauntlets. While riding Rail Gauntlets, you'll need to defend yourself from foes. Tilt the left stick, aim the reticle, then press right trigger or A to fire orbs of light. And you can jump by pressing B. Didn't need to actually worry about any of that right there. Ow. Shot lock time, why not? By the way, in case you didn't see in the bottom left there, there's also, eventually, I don't think I have it unlocked yet, but eventually there's something called an air step that is a bit like a flow motion dash, for lack of a better way to put it. But it kind of uses the shot lock aim to kind of, you know, choose your, like, I guess you use the same, you know, holding the button as doing a shot lock. But instead of pressing A to do the shot lock, you then press X and you do that kind of just big step to wherever you're aiming. Okay. I'm trying to explore as much as I can upon first visit, because I don't plan to do a ton of backtracking. The way things are with my streams and my schedule right now, I don't even plan to do much backtracking, like, in between recording sessions.
Here's our ticket up.
That's where they explain air stepping. While targeting with the shot lock reticle, you can also press X to instantly move to the last targeted location. This is called air stepping. It doesn't deplete the focus gauge, so you can use it whenever you like.
How are we supposed to get up there?
We'll have to climb up, but what'll we use for footholds?
Okay. So, like this. Oh, right. I can't break that by just normally attacking it. Eventually you get an attack that involves, like, diving Okay, come on. Let me up. I was just trying to get onto that thing. Alright, you know what? Maybe I can... No? I was gonna say, maybe I can get up higher without doing that. Oh. That's where I need to go next anyway. That makes a little more sense and is a bit easier to work with. Okay, so now we go here. Okay. And save. Again. Real quick. Oh, I've got a couple of AP boosts. Didn't even realize that. So if there's any abilities that I really, really want, I could do that. But otherwise... well... Adding 2 more AP to Sora would give me the combo plus. Okay, fine. Real quick. Alrighty. Now. Time to see what these Titans are up to.
I swear to you, Hades, when I get out of there...
No, I'm the one giving orders now, Bolt Boy.
Don't get too comfortable, Hades!
Huh? Huh?
We're gonna stop you!
What?
Yeah!
Get them!
Sora! Donald! Goofy! Yeah! It's on! Yeah!
It's on like Donkey Kong. Alright, so.
You called for a hero?
Clash with the Titans. Ow. Oh yeah. Oops. I wanted to do the Donald Meteor thing. Well, there goes the lava titan or whatever. Nope. Yep, okay. I was not expecting an attack like that.
Thank you! Blaze! Yeah!
More fire. Second form, because why not? Attack. Oh, crud, I fell. Yep. Well, shoot.
Behind me, Sora.
If I can get up to the top there again.
Here goes.
Yeah. Maybe this will help. Oh, geez, I fell. Well then, let's just do the finish. And...
I got you.
yeah, okay. I thought that would be enough. Oh, maybe I have to finish it with a regular attack, though. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Just one Titan left.
Just putting it out there, that was much easier than the battles against... or shoot, even just like the individual Ice Titan battle from the Colosseum. Okay, I cannot seem to target. There we go. I just need to be closer, I guess. Hiya. That really did not do much damage. Nowhere near as much as I thought it would, anyway. Ow.
Fire!
And this part is kind of unavoidable. Ow. Oh, jeez. That put my health a lot lower than I expected, honestly. Here we go. Kablam. The fact that it won't let me use my items when I need them the most is a bit disappointing.
Take this. It's over.
If I take even one more hit, I'm done for. Which is why it's kind of annoying that I can't use any items.
See ya.
See, like that. Okay, well, that's annoying. Is it because I'm up in the air that I can't use the items?
Just one Titan left.
No, it just straight up doesn't seem to want to let me use them. That's annoying. Oh, phooey. There we go. Okay, did not block too early that time. I was like half a second away from trying to block there. Okay, let me try not to get hit in this part. Okay. And I'm getting hit more by the small stuff, just not by the, like, large building chunks. Alright, where are you going now?
Back off! Take this! So long! Water! Water! So long!
This seems to be going decidedly better than my previous attempt. Alright. Where's it going to now?
So long!
Okay, cool. Yeah, only took 2 tries. And I think the first thing was a bit of a fluke, honestly. Not terribly surprising for Proud Mode.
Uh-oh, now it's all 4 of them.
So what? There are 4 of us, too.
Actually, I think I can make it 5.
No!
Thank you, my boy.
Yeah!
Oh,
Now, watch your old man work.
Didn't want to show their heads getting completely obliterated this time, eh?
we did it!
I can't believe it! I put 18 years into that plan and you ruined it! I really don't like you.
Just give it up already. You'll never beat Herc, no matter how many times you try.
Yeah, stay in the underworld where you belong.
You have the time of your afterlife.
Enough already! I did not come this far to be ridiculed by Zeusy High and Mighty, his little sunspot, and a trio of clowns! You know what? I'll just go ahead and destroy you!
Hades! The exit is that way.
Oy vey. Gee whiz.
Hold on. I almost forgot. That one's for trying to wreck Thebes.
You'll pay for this! I have a very, very long memory. I can still dunk your little nutmeg in a river of death!
And what was that lightning bolt supposed to do there?
Are you sure you want to leave all this behind?
Isn't Olympus your home?
I'm your family.
I can see my family anytime I want. If I stayed, I'd have to be apart from the person I love most. And that life would be empty. I finally know where I belong.
Hercules.
Sora, we never got back to your question. Can I help?
It's okay. I think I'm meant to figure it out for myself. I'll find my strength the way you found yours. Something to fight for. With all my heart. I guess you did have the answer.
Well, you've got heart, Sora. Just keep at it, and I know you'll be stronger than ever.
Yeah, I might even end up stronger than you are.
There he goes again.
Physically, I highly doubt that. Ta-da! Olympus is done. Hero's Origin. Keyblade with an emphasis on strength. Form changes counter shield. Keyblade form changes. Some of the Keyblades that you obtain are capable of changing shape or form changing. Each Keyblade has its own unique form changes. While a Keyblade is form changed, you will gain access to different combos and magic, as well as a devastating finishing move that can be activated by pressing Y. When you form change the Keyblade, Sora's appearance may change accordingly, and you will gain access to a new set of specialized abilities. Some form changes are better for defense, others for casting magic. Experiment to see what works best for you. Counter shield. Yeah. While form changed, hold X to continuously guard for a set period of time. Blocking enemy attacks will charge your shield a maximum of 2 levels. Pressing A while the shield is charged will activate a unique reprisal based on the level of charge. Almost read that as change. Try equipping your new Keyblade. Sure. Switching between Keyblades. Sora can equip up to 3 Keyblades at the same time. To switch between them, move the cursor to attack on the command menu and then use left and right on the D-pad. You can change Keyblades as the situation demands, even in the middle of a combo. Try it if you want to add an extra layer of technique to combat. So, Hero's Origin has 5 strength, 2 magic, and defender, which increases defense by 2 when your HP is at 25% or below. Oh, potentially increases that. Stack the ability to increase the odds. Well, that's much less exciting than it would be normally. Oh well. Okay.
Are you sure this box with the Book of Prophecies is for reals? I think that dingbat in black was pulling your leg.
Be quiet and dig, you imbecile.
I must find that book of prophecies and make it my own. His was the only clue we have. We cannot afford to dismiss it without a thorough investigation.
I'm just saying a shot in the dark ain't gonna get us any closer to... Whoa!
What is it? Have you found something? Show it to me at once, fool!
Yes, sir, easy. This has gotta be that Pandora's box Hades mentioned.
Leave it.
What? After all that digging?
That is not the box which I desire. We are finished with this world. Come.
No.
I would figure if they knew much about the lore of Pandora's box, they wouldn't have bothered digging for it.
May your heart...
That sounded like he was about to say, "May your heart be your guiding key." Why would he be saying that? I'm imagining, you know, with actual lore implications. I'm pretty sure I know where that comes from. Just look at back cover and such. But you might say, wait, he's not in back cover. Well, if I'm re-exploring this for, you know, making lore connections, I suppose spoilers aren't a big deal.
Are you tired?
We find out later that he's actually Lucio.
No, just... I've been here. I should know this place. But that all seems like another life.
Well, gee, think of all you've seen. All the feelings you've felt. Why, you've done years of growing in almost no time at all.
I remember my first time here. I was so scared.
So, with
but now my doubts and fears
Braig
are gone.
/ Zigbar also
If
being
anything,
Lucio,
I feel exhilarated.
That still brings up a bunch of questions about his
and it's not because there's darkness
connection to
in me.
Xehanort.
I know too well what that rush is like. This is different.
But it does mean he should know a lot about that black box that
I know Aqua needs us.
Maleficent is looking for.
I'm in control now. Maybe it's because you're with me this time.
It's not me. I think it's because you finally found inside you that special strength to protect what matters.
What?
Sometimes you care so much for somebody that other feelings disappear. And then there's no room for fear or doubt.
Is that it?
Hey, flashback to Birth by Sleep and his interaction with Terra.
Strength to protect what matters. It reminds me of a promise I made.
To who?
Just someone I once met. Can't tell.
Sounds like a good memory.
Yeah.
I think if you did
While we're
tell, it
reminiscing,
would shed some light
Mickey,
on
does any of this look familiar?
connections and whatnot.
Sort of. But the realm of darkness has changed since I was here with Aqua.
Yeah, it's different from what I remember.
Usually, I'd just follow my heart, and Aqua would show me the way. But the closer I get, the hazier our connection feels.
You mean...
Maybe. But we can't give up hope.
Maybe what? I imagine the implication there is that something happened to Aqua. At least something.
This beach.
It's gone.
Huh?
I'm positive Aqua was here. But now, her trail's gone dim.
I've been here too. With Sora.
Really?
This is where we found our way back to the Realm of Light. Hey, maybe Aqua did too.
Aqua has fallen into an even darker abyss. Somewhere I can't see her. And I don't think we're equipped to dive any deeper than we already are.
So then...
Oh no!
What?
Riku,
Heartless.
be careful. Even the least threatening Heartless are stronger in this realm.
I got it.
And they do this thing.
Riku, come on!
Forgot about that bit.
Mike! Gotcha! Mike! Gotcha! Strike!
Okay, still not doing terrible so far. Oh, jeez. Of course, the moment I say that.
Take this! You're done! Gotcha! Heal!
Okay, well that wasn't so bad. Of course, you know, just giving you an introduction to A, playing as Riku, and B, the Realm of Darkness in this game. I guess they didn't want to just throw you in the
It's
deep
not
end
over.
right away.
Be careful!
Oh no!
Riku!
What? Because somebody needs me. Who are
They
you?
really make it. They really make it so you can't tell what the other voice is.
Riku? Wake up! Riku!
And I'm sure that's intentional.
Are you okay?
And I'm like, was that supposed to be Aqua?
Where'd the Heartless go?
I got more than half of them, and the rest vanished. But they spit you out first.
Ugh, thanks. I owe you.
I know you feel invincible, but we're not.
Are you all right, Mickey?
Yeah, thanks to the new gear. But your Keyblade...
Oh.
It broke.
The Heartless here are stronger than what we expected. I guess we probably should have powered up our Keyblades before we came in here, huh? I think we need to go back to Master Yansit's tower so we can regroup.
But Aqua's still down here alone, facing enemies like that.
I know.
What if she's feeling as scared and alone as I felt the first time I came here? How long are we supposed to keep her waiting in this awful place?
But Aqua, she's like Sora.
What?
No. Strong like Sora.
Oh. Okay. Good. Then I guess she's gonna be all right. Sora could fall into any darkness and swim
What
his
exactly
way
was
out.
Riku trying to imply there?
Besides, we won't be long.
In what way did you think Mickey meant that she was like Sora?
Huh?
Can't use this Keyblade anymore. Might as well leave it here. For the other me.
What?
Is he talking about the replica? Or like... whatever, like, dark version of him that we saw in Dream Drop Distance? Or like... but why would you want to help those versions of him? I guess maybe the replica wasn't all bad. But I think somebody theorized that that was actually him from the past that he was talking about somehow, but like... I don't know.
See. You could not regain your strength.
No biggie. I still learned a lot.
Regardless, Sora, you will need the power of waking.
It can't be gone forever. Maybe something will trigger it real soon.
Like, what exactly?
How about a bite on the head?
Hey!
Perhaps it could be something that is as simple as that.
Wait, you think so too?
Whenever you are in need, magic happens. That is your greatest strength, Sora.
You make it sound like an accident.
Whoa!
Huh?
We're back, Master.
Whoa!
Oh!
Wow, you guys are all here.
We were here before, but you didn't wait.
Oh, Your Majesty!
Hey there, fellas. So, what have you three been up to?
We were visiting. Whoa!
We went to Olympus to visit Hercules.
And to figure out how to get all of Sora's lost powers back.
But it was a big disappointment.
Oh, what a shame. But, honestly,
Why does
We
Mickey
didn't
seem
fare
so
any better.
expressionless most of the time?
Did you manage to figure out where Aqua is? Because Master Yen Sid said that's why you fellas left.
Even a hint?
Not really. Well, I mean, a hint, yes.
Come on! Can I finally say something?
We know Master Aqua made it as far as the beach that Sora and I once visited. But that's where her trail ends.
Meaning?
all traces of her vanish into the great abyss, beneath the realm of darkness.
She's gone?
No. Sora was dragged into the abyss during his exam, and I went in after him. So I think if we find someone who is really close to Aqua, and they make the dive, they could reach her down there.
I'm not sure who's even left to ask.
Yeah.
Ventus is hidden, and Aqua's the only one who knows where. Plus, nobody's seen Terra in ages. Aqua was the last.
So Aqua, she's gonna be the key to finding all three.
Yes, their teacher, Master Ericus, would have been another possibility. Had Xehanort not mercilessly struck him down.
Through Terra. Kind of. But this is where Ventus's heart jumps in.
Save her.
Huh?
Ventus's heart within Sora.
Sora, that's gonna be super hard since you don't have the power of waking.
Huh? Sorry. I have no idea why that just popped out.
It's
Well,
Ventus, that's
It
why.
was pretty convincing.
Yeah. Better not let us down.
But yeah, the whole dive thing
Sora, you must
comes from Dream
focus
Drop
on
Distance,
regaining your lost power of waking.
and that was really their whole mission.
I recall that Master Aqua
during that
journeyed
game
to
was
many worlds and
obtaining the
connected
power
with
of waking,
others
really.
who could be the link we need.
Good plan, sir.
So, like,
Riku and I will retrace her steps.
I think it was at
and
least
see if we
implied
can
that
find
Riku
any
has
sort
that
of
power.
clues. But first,
But I guess he
got
doesn't
hit
have
pretty
close
hard
enough
in
of a
the realm of
connection to
darkness.
Aqua
my Keyblade was
to
damaged.
do that.
And the Heartless broke Riku's clean in half. So, we're gonna need to get replacements before we can continue.
In that case, rendezvous with Kairi and Lee. They are continuing their training under the tutelage of the wizard Merlin.
Yes, sir.
Also, I would like you to deliver these for me.
Are they?
Yes, they are the same as the ones I gave you. Special vestments to shield Kairi and Lee. from
I'm gonna
dark
guess the
powers.
red one is for Lee.
We got him.
What?
And
No
the black
fair.
and pink would probably
What about
be
my
Kairi.
outfit, Master?
Sora, don't bother me like that. I can consider it.
Settle down. I have new clothes for you too, Sora.
Yeah?
A gift from the good fairies.
I knew you'd come through for me. Thanks.
Those are no ordinary garments, Sora. Like before, they have very special powers, so it took extra time to prepare them. In addition, there is a gift from Chip and Dale inside.
Cool. Okay.
Happy
Just
now?
kind of yada yada is the Chip and Dale gift.
Now you are all ready to proceed.
Hey, wait! Don't forget about me!
Jiminy!
Every journey worth going on needs a cricket to keep track of it. And I can't let you start this one without old Jiminy Cricket by your side.
Oh, but going to Olympus was fine without you.
Yeah.
Good. Now to mark the beginning of a new journey. I wish for you to have this, Sora.
Okay.
That is a heart binder. Think of it as a good luck charm made just for you.
Good luck charm. Never mind the
have a
fact that
gift,
you can...
Sora, for connecting with others. And this makes
Yeah,
that gift
never mind the fact
stronger.
that you could use it for summons.
It's time to go.
May your heart be your guiding key.
See?
Dream Heartbinder. Good luck charm that lets you call on the Dream Eater's power using the Link command. Oh yeah, the Dream Eaters. That's a Dream Drop Distance reference as well. So much story. Back to back like this.
Okay, will do. Oh, come on, will you get serious?
Give me a break, okay? I told you.
Deja
These
vu?
things take time.
Gorge, is it just me? Or is this turning into a routine?
It's coming from you, Sora.
What's this?
That me, magic stop.
But
It's the gummy
I
ship
don't know
music
how.
from the first game.
Maybe this.
Hooray! He picked up.
Huh? Dale?
Hey, Chipper, I finally got him. Hurry up, Chip. Wow, it's about time.
Chip?
You gotta answer the phone, Sora, or we can't give you updates. We got lots and lots of important stuff we want to tell you. That's why we asked Master Yensid to make sure you got this gummy phone.
They are so close to it, there's no way that they would actually show up like that.
It takes pictures.
Oh, you finally finished it. Say, with this gummy phone, we can talk to each other across worlds. In fact, I might even try writing my journal on it.
Wow. Sounds like it's pretty handy, guys. So, what's so important?
This! Back when you and Riku quested through the sleeping worlds, Riku recovered some secret research data that Ansem the Wise hid inside you. Ansem's code! Mm-hmm. We've been working our tails off trying to crack it and see what it says.
The data has been encrypted, so we've only deciphered some of it.
Huh? Oh. I guess we haven't spoken since the castle. I'm Ienzo. Alias is here too.
And
Alias, whatever's between you and Roxas, it's in the past.
I don't think those names would really mean
Sora,
anything to
the
Sora.
reason we're here is because you and your friends defeated our nobodies, thereby
But here comes the
recompleting us.
explanation.
We cast off our hearts by choice, made no mistake, but we didn't know that Xemnas, or rather, Xehanort, was deceiving us.
Huh? Xemnas?
Oh, he's with them.
Not anymore. Xemnas and Xehanort have no hold over us now. We're just students of
The heart. Exactly the same as we were before all of this began.
Yeah, right.
But you know, now that I think about it, Axel's on our side now.
You mean
We
Lee?
have friends we want to bring back to this world just the same as you. To do that, we have to work together.
In that spirit, Sora, we found some intriguing data in the bit of code we deciphered.
Is it about me?
Yes. In order to piece your memories back together, our teacher Ansem the Wise took a close look at your heart. And what he found is that your heart doesn't belong just to you.
It doesn't? Gorge, you don't seem surprised.
Yeah. Honestly, I suspected as much. There's another heart inside mine. I think it's Roxas's. Just like Naminé is still inside Kairi's.
Interesting. Well, no one knows your heart better than you.
To be honest, we still have a plethora of questions on our side. But the idea has merit. It's incredible enough that you and your nobody are able to coexist. If you share a heart, no wonder someone as remarkable as you caught Ansem the Wise's eye.
We'll keep investigating based on your hypothesis. I'll be in touch.
Okie dokie. We'll give you fellas a ring if there's anything else. Remember, me and Chip, the guys at Radiant Garden, and King Mickey and everybody are never far away. And Jiminy, would you do us a favor? Teach Sora how to use the dummy phone?
Leave it to me.
I have to find Roxas and save him.
See,
The others are following Aqua's
he
heart.
says Roxas, but
So I'll follow Roxas's heart.
but
Trust the
it's
guidance
not just
that your
Roxas,
heart
our
gives you,
understanding.
Sora. That's what Master Yen Sid said.
Well, too.
Oh, that's easy.
Well, since he just mentioned Roxas, you would think Twilight Town. Now it shows the Kingdom Hearts 3 logo. As if that was all just the introduction. The gummy phone, yeah. It kind of already was explained what that does. To some extent. Oh yeah. And now we have the gummy ship stuff. Okay. Controlling the gummy ship. Press left or right bumper to start traveling forward. Press the button again to brake. You can do a U-turn by pressing in the left stick. To travel more quickly, use a boost. Press B to expend 1 unit of your boost gauge and gain a burst of speed. To view this screen again. Okay. Attacking with the gummy ship. There are certain objects you could break open with attacks. Clear a path or reveal items. Press A or right trigger to fire your weapons in the direction of the reticle. Press X to roll in any direction. Use rolling to avoid collisions with asteroids or get out of the way of enemy attacks. During your travels, you want to keep a close eye on these areas of your screen. World markers, which are like, I guess, green inside the reticle. HP, bottom right. Boost gauge, also bottom right. Gummy radar, bottom left. That keeps track of treasures. And Heartless. And yeah. That's about it. So that is where the next world would be. However, for now, I think that's enough progress for one kind of recording episode thing. But I will record another in the stream. Right after taking another quick break so then ads don't interrupt the game action. Or at least on Twitch. I don't think there really would be an interruption on YouTube. But still. Okay. World map. Return to the... What do you mean? I'm gonna say no in that case. Zone map. Ah, okay. So I'm there. Oh yeah, what do you know? That Twilight Town is what's mentioned. Or shown here. So I guess that's actually where it'll have me go next. Battle level 10. I don't need to place or remove a marker because there's already one there. There's a Heartless enemy thing there. Okay. Ads are done. So we'll get back to recording. Alrighty, so I have made it to where I'm actually using the gummy ship. So, yeah, prizes. Experience, HP, items, and unique items. Kind of like you would get from the missions in Kingdom Hearts 2 gummy ship stuff. Alright, I'm not going to stop my progress for too long. Expediting travel. So there are things called nebula lines that are tunnels of light. It says enter the tunnel of light to race down it at high speed. You can exit the nebula line by pressing left or right bumper. And then there are boost spheres and boost rings. Touch these for a temporary burst of speed. Rings also change your direction of travel. Gummy battles. Watch out for the Heartless markers on the gummy radar. Approaching these will trigger battles. Rules of combat vary from battle to battle. Check the rules in the upper left of the screen when you start the battle. And the difficulty is shown or indicated by the number of stars. Okay, battle controls and screen layout. Controls change slightly when you enter combat. Tilt the stick to move your ship up, down, left, right. Hold A or right trigger for continual fire. In the upper left corner of the screen, you'll see your score, enemies defeated, and your battle rank. Okay. Higher rank at the end of battle, the better the rewards. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Ow. So yeah, that stuff should look a lot like the Kingdom Hearts 2 gummy ship missions. Okay, got a bunch of experience. And a Ghost Baki model. Or blueprint, I guess would be the proper term. Alright, so really, in general, we want to head towards where that green dot is that shows up. So far, this is pretty similar to the last mission. Okay, cleared all the enemies. Some of them, it's like there's no enemy limit, just a time limit. Got a Rhino Beetle blueprint. Then some of the missions, it's more so there's an enemy limit and you see how quickly you can complete it. Oh yeah, there's one of these things here. Treasure spheres. Treasure spheres contain rare items just waiting to be unlocked. Shoot the sphere to activate it, and then connect the circuits. Locate the gears, then keep shooting them until you fully rotate them into position and connect the circuits. Keep your eyes peeled. Some gears are dummies that don't actually do anything. If you've successfully connected all the circuits, the treasure sphere will unlock. I love how they just... Were they leading into a meme with the whole step 3 profit? kind of thing. I get a feeling they were. So you just continually kind of rotate your way around the sphere, shooting those to get them in place. Okay. Circuits have been connected. And there we get all the prizes. Which is a lot. Received a new commendation. You know, I will say, I didn't necessarily bother a whole lot, as far as I recall, with the, like, gummy ship customization in this game. But unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1, where my reason for that was because it was awkward, in this case it's more so just because, like, it's like the blueprints they give you are generally good enough to not have to worry about that. I don't know if I could break that right now. Oh yes, I can. Goody. Also, you don't need to follow the path where the prizes and stuff are. I just tend to do that so I get more stuff. Oh, I am like 90% sure I won't be able to break this crystal here. Oh. I was wrong. Some of them you need a stronger ship to be able to break. Blueprint fragments can be found scattered across the ocean between. Collect all the fragments in a set and you will be rewarded with a valuable special blueprint. To claim your reward, press start to pause the game, then select information gummy missions and you'll receive. Okay. But now we go this way. Enough messing around. Twilight Town! Yeah! See? It made sense to me that if he's following Roxas's heart, this is where it would take him. Twilight Town. So does it pretty much always look like sunset in Twilight Town?
Gorge, we forgot to fill Master Yen Sid in on what happened. Should we go back?
You mean about Maleficent and Zigbar? No, the others have already got enough on their plates as it is. Why go stressing them out? The three of us know how to handle a couple of old adversaries, right?
Yeah, I guess.
But doesn't that thing Pete said bother you?
The black box?
Come on, we're talking about Pete. That means it's probably no big deal.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, cool! The trams are still here!
Well, he said the same thing about you.
Feels like it.
Maybe you're feeling what Roxas feels because he misses home.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I ran into Roxas in the Sleeping Worlds. It was like seeing
Sleeping
into
Worlds
his
from
heart
Dream Drop
for the first
Distance.
time.
And he was in the data scan, too.
Uh-huh. It was a test. to see if your data version was ready to face the hurt that you carry inside.
Was I ready? I do know hurt. When I lost Riku and Kairi, and later when I lost the Keyblade, and you guys had to go on without me like that? Having no one to turn to was the worst kind of hurt, but that just shows how much you mean to me. Carrying around a little hurt can't be all that bad. Hurting is part of caring.
He sounds like dinosaur again.
Of course. Any Sora's still Sora.
So wait, if Roxas feels something, then we're in the right place. Roxas, I'm gonna find you.
Do you seek our liege?
Huh?
What is that?
Oh, hello.
Nobody's!
Oh yeah, links, right. We haven't been able to do that yet. Links are magical manifestations of Sora's friends that he can summon to his side. Use them, select Link from the command menu. Links require a full MP gauge to use, and they reduce your MP to 0. In exchange, the friend you summon will restore your team's HP. Link's Meow Wow Balloon. Press B to bound into the air and inflate Meow Wow one size at a time. Then press A to deflate and barrel into enemies. I'm sure it wants me to do that right now. So I guess I'll do it, just for demonstration purposes.
Okay.
Jeez, that was a lot of deflating. Time for the finisher. Yeah, so that was a bunch of Dream Eaters. Also a reference to Dream Drop Distance. Oh, doggone it. Forgot to press A when I should have there to keep Sonic Blade going. Oh, maybe I can do it now.
That was close.
Why won't it let me select other... Right. That's how I scroll through the stuff like that. Okay.
Go get him! Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Make fire!
Okay. Had a couple of close calls there.
What was that voice? I know I heard it.
I didn't hear it.
You sure it wasn't the wind? Or something else?
I'm pretty sure.
Where'd they come from?
Get the ice cream later.
What? Hold up! See? Voices!
That's not what you heard.
New ones? What? Hayner? Pence? Olette?
And... this.
What is that?
Hey, Sora!
Hello, goodbye.
Oh.
Go!
Hello, goodbye.
We got this. Try this.
Probably best if I just keep dodging for a while. Ow. Oh, crud. I was trying to block there, but then it hit just a little bit sooner than I was expecting. Oh, you know what I should do here? Shot lock, yeah. Holy cow, the amount of HP on this thing. Hello? I'm like, I cannot get you when you're literally outside the boundaries of the world. Okay, maybe now this will actually be helpful.
Here we go. Back off.
Whoops. Thanks for the healing. Seriously. Alright. Like, can you at least be somewhere where it's possible to hit you? Good grief. Okay, Flare Force. I kind of would have hoped for more damage from Flare Force, honestly. Kind of was hoping for. Oh, okay. Hey, now I have Cure. Huzzah! Probably should have used more magic, really. Especially while it was far away.
Nice fighting. Thanks, Sora.
Hayner, Pence, Olette, it's been ages.
What? It hasn't been that long.
Donald, Goofy, how are ya?
Well, good.
Howdy there, Olette.
So does this mean that weird stuff's going down again?
You kidding, Pence? When have we ever seen a tornado of shadowy blobs before? It's not weird. This is unprecedented.
I guess it is. The creatures from the last time
You
were
mean
bright white.
unprecedented.
These things must be new. Man, I can't wait to get to sleuthin'.
We're already done with the school project, silly. Whatever's going on, you wouldn't be here unless you had a good reason.
Which is?
Well, actually, we're looking for Roxas.
Roxas?
That's funny. I don't know any Roxas, but the name sounds familiar.
Maybe we bumped into him somewhere.
That's one way to put it.
Actually, he might have been friends with another version of you.
This photograph.
Yeah, we've got the same one.
Except without
Oh,
Roxas.
yeah. The other Twilight Town.
It's like one of those spot the differences puzzles, except really easy. I guess in that town, we're friends with this Roxas person.
Uh-huh.
Sora, let us help you track Roxas down.
Really?
Sure, he seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he is.
Great, then let's all go ask around town. If alternate us knew Roxas, then maybe alternate other folks did too.
Yeah, but alternate
Sora,
other folks
you
wouldn't be
three
the other
should go
folks
to the
you'd
place
talk
in
to.
the photo. It's the old mansion. The three of us will cover places in town.
Thanks. Oh yeah, I got this phone thingy that takes pictures. Want to snap a photo while we're all here?
Sure.
That's a great idea.
So...
Wait, who's taking it?
Oh.
Why do I have to do it?
Hey, tough luck. You drew the short straw.
It's okay. I'm sitting out of the photo with you, Donald.
Can you take the photograph?
Everybody smile.
Wow, that came out great.
Oh, a lucky emblem.
Yeah, that's where they
Lucky
introduced
emblem.
that whole concept,
Oh
which...
yeah, they are huge right now. Supposedly, these things are hidden all over town. And if you get a picture of them...
It's just another
the
side
game
quest
will
for the game.
Cool. Wait, look, guys. Is that?
Yeah, you're right. I see it too.
Should the kid?
I knew it.
Good luck, because they're not all this easy to find.
Okay, we better start asking around. You start by checking out the old mansion.
Yep.
We'll catch up.
Got it.
Okay, taking photos. Press... I'm just gonna call that select. Press select to take out the gummy phone camera. Photos you take are saved to your album, which you can access by opening the main menu, selecting gummy phone photo album. You can save up to 200 photos. Select game help from the main menu to learn more about the camera controls, yeah. Single save data can hold anywhere from 20 to 200 photos, depending on how many photos are saved elsewhere. If you cannot save the maximum 200, delete photos from your albums in other save data to make space. Please be aware that photos taken in-game will not display if the game is uninstalled, the game's reserved space is deleted, or save data is transferred to another Xbox One, Xbox One console. Yes, because that's definitely what I'm playing this on. Gummy phone will auto-detect any lucky emblems or other noteworthy subjects in frame and display a hint indicator. It'll turn yellow if you're shooting at the correct angle and distance, or red if it's wrong. Icon will also appear in the lower right to tell you what's being detected. Okay. So...
You see any lucky emblems?
Let's see.
Like that right there.
I've got to try to recreate that beastly recipe.
Photographed your first lucky emblem and got an AP boost. See, yeah, so
I know those ears
it does give you helpful stuff. And there's also postcards, like the first game. Put the prize postcard in the mailbox. And got a tent.
Okie dokie, ready to check out the old mansion?
In a bit, Goofy. I don't think I would have gotten too many new items. Ah. Team up with Donald and arrest your foes. Unison fire. MP safety. Disable recharging when MP runs out. Only cure magic and link commands will trigger a recharge. It's... no thanks. That seems like it would make things more difficult. Hang on. AP boost. Sora. Now we can have Unison Fire. Okay. And a shop. Been a while. I could buy one of those. And one of those. Shield belt. I don't think the shield belt is anything new. I really wish it would say not just what you have in stock, but anybody that it might be attached to as well. Either that or the stock count should just include that. Keyblade Forge. While you're at the workshop, you can spend synthesis materials to power up your Keyblade, increasing their strength and magic stats and unlocking new abilities. If you're struggling with the enemies ahead, powering up your Keyblade could be a solution. Could be. And the photo missions, yeah. Travel to the worlds and bring back photos of the subjects the Moogles tell you about, and you'll be rewarded with brand new synthesis recipes. Okay. And how do I know what all I've synthesized out of these? So that's probably a... oh yeah, flame core and a water core. No surprise there. Oh yeah. I still haven't used the hero's origin all that much. I should think about doing that. There we go. Now I have hero's origin equipped. Flip. Hang on. Let me up.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem. Let's see.
I'll help you find the next one.
Will you, though? Okay. Okay, and this is all going to be gummy block stuff. Well, shoot. I mean, I'll buy the blueprints, at least. And that, I think, is like some kind of ability type thing, but not that interested in it.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have a map. Hooray.
Can it be summer vacation yet?
Oh, hang on.
This is so exciting!
Yeah.
Okay. I really probably don't need to be exploring this much, but...
Yeah.
Not like it is that terrible of a thing to do, right? Wait, how do I get to the mansion if not that way? It was always in like a hole in the wall in Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm literally just going around smacking stuff so I can get items from it. Okay, I guess nothing happens here yet.
I hope we can find someone who knows rock.
Okay. Let me try going over this way. That's just a dead end. With some treasure, though. So... I'll take the treasure. I think the answer is yes. Oh, so Unison Fire is like a finisher. Gotcha. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that when reading the ability and equipping it. But now I might go slower just because you said you wanted me to go faster. Like, quit complaining. So yeah, you go through this path along here.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, so that's something I realized you could do partway through. I think it was partway through my first playthrough. Realized that you could basically just like form change a Keyblade and then tuck it away for later use.
Let's see.
Photograph 3 lucky emblems, obtained a Mega Potion.
I'll help you find the next one.
Hey, I think that's a lucky emblem.
Where?
Let's see.
Like up here somewhere? Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Ta-da.
Good picture.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not going to do much right now, is it?
Huh?
Fruit. Lots of fruit.
Hmm?
What's that?
Mostly apples by the look of it.
Heartless!
What do you think they're up to?
Look! On that branch! The Heartless have him surrounded!
Oh no!
Let's help!
Yeah!
What's right behind this clue of trees?
My shield!
Goofy Bombardier. Yeah.
Back off! Go! So long! See ya!
Gosh, they're not making it easy for us.
Yeah! There!
Had to make sure I used the finish. See, this might not officially be one of the attractions, but it sure does operate like an attraction. Oh shoot, I still need to equip Cure. Okay. Team attack extender, which I think just gives you more time to press Y to activate those.
Well, take care.
That's it? You're just gonna leave him there?
Whoa! What is... What? Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Looky! That little feller's parked on your head.
Huh? Would you cut that? Whoa! Huh?
You've been hijacked.
You know, maybe he wants you to pick up the fruit for him.
Okay, that's fine, but I can do it by myself. I just need to collect the fruit. Right then.
Okay. It
So,
seemed like there was a lot more fruit than that earlier.
Huh?
Oh.
Well, okay. You be careful going home.
Bye-bye.
See you around. Next stop, the mansion.
Okay.
That little feller sure seemed happy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Finally got to use Sonic Blade properly. Oh, but seems like he just came back. Maybe I went out of his range. Kaboom.
Here we go.
Take this!
Yeah, I don't think the finisher on this one, like, builds up at all like the one from second form.
I know what to do, Sora!
Okay. Well, come on now. Let me up. Or don't. Fine then. I'll go up the right way, I guess. That's not what I meant to do there. I thought it was going to have me collect the mushroom thing there. You know, like that. I'm looking around for treasure. Got more fluorite. Nice. Means more Keyblade upgrading. Okay, there are some enemies nearby.
Take this! Take this! It's over!
Okay, I'll activate second form and then switch to the hero's origin. Okay, real quick. I have got to make sure that I set my shortcut here to cure. Oh, and I guess that could be the link. That'll be a much easier way of accessing that. Anyway, I was looking around for treasure. Okay. Ether. No kidding. Ooh, got an expert's ring. Yep. Got some ingredients. Okay.
I see it. That building up ahead.
Yeah. Suppose I should keep going a little bit more. Not to mention there's a save point right here. No, I didn't actually want to... Didn't actually want to talk to Donald there. I figure they talk enough. Got a defense boost. Nice. And I got close enough to the door to trigger a cutscene. Felt the connection with Roxas there, did ya?
What do you think, guys? This place is even creepier than I remember.
Well, they do say that this mansion is haunted.
Hey there! Thanks for the heart attack! Oh, what? Did I scare you?
Our bad.
So how did it go? Did you get any leads?
Nope, afraid not. The asking around thing was a total bust.
Yep, This old mansion is our last hope.
You guys ready?
Another Twilight Town awaits. Yeah. Here we go. The password was, sea salt ice cream, right? Okay, I'm in. Let's get that transporter working.
If they knew about this, why didn't they just, like, go straight to it?
Man. The transporter's been protected.
I feel like
Protected
the
from
asking
what?
around thing was
I guess
an
from
absolute
us?
waste of time.
We can't
for
use
them.
it to get to the other Twilight Town.
Why not? It worked before. We sent Sora there.
Well, that was then. And this is now.
And there's no other way?
None that I know.
Great. Huh?
Hello, Sora. You wouldn't happen to be in front of a computer.
Huh? Well, yeah, but how'd you know that?
I was tinkering with Ansem's computer. You know, to decrypt the code that was left in it. And I noticed that someone had logged in from another terminal. I figured it might be you.
Oh, yeah, the log terminal.
You don't know any slang.
Oh, and what, you do?
I know I haven't got a clue.
Then, who was it that logged in?
Oh, hi there. This is Pence. I'm the one who logged into the computer.
Good. As long as it's a user that we know we can trust.
Yup. But I'm kind of stuck here. One of the programs is protected, so I can't run it.
Which program?
The transporter to the other Twilight Town.
It's the only way to find Roxas. You gotta help us.
Another Twilight Town? And a transporter? Okay. A virtual town inside the computer made of data.
A datascape, fellas.
Mm-hmm. We've seen one. That's what we used once to investigate Jiminy's journal.
Maybe I can do something.
Pence, let's get a network set up. My address here is...
Redacted for privacy reasons, even though it's a fictional storyline.
Okay, sharing is enabled.
Huh? Were you able to fix it?
Now that our two computers have been successfully networked together, I can take control of the terminal there and change the privileges.
And Roxas?
Yes. For the virtual world to be completely realized, Ansem the Wise
would have included Roxas's full data in the construction. Meaning, somewhere on your machine there's a log of that data that... Basically, we can decipher Ansem's code more quickly, and we can analyze the virtual Twilight Town while we're at it.
Okay, great. I can't computers, so
There's the line where
Glad
Sora
you're
says he
following
can't
along.
computer.
Don't worry, we'll handle it.
Chip and Dale will be helping me out here on this end. I'll call you back as soon as we know anything more.
Thanks.
Oh, before I forget, a bit of troubling news.
It's about one of the organization's former members. You knew him as Vexen. But to us, he was Ansem's apprentice, Evan. He was recompleted like the rest of us.
But hadn't regained consciousness yet. Then, sometime after Lee left, Evan vanished.
Alias and Dylan, the two you knew as Lexius and Zaldin, they went out looking for him, but he's just gone. And I'm starting to worry.
You think he's on their side?
I think it's a real possibility. He's a devious researcher. You should be careful.
All right. Thanks.
Oh no! We got work! I totally forgot!
Really? But what about all this?
Hey, both are important. We're gonna need some cash to go to the beach. Also, don't forget the pretzels. Gotta buy 4 now.
Oh, I get it.
He's thinking ahead.
Later, Sora.
Yeah. See ya, Hayner.
Bye, Donald. Goofy.
Assuming the 4th is for Roxas.
Oh, and since I'm manning the computer here, you guys are in charge of earning my share.
No pretzel for pence.
Hey!
Okay.
So, what's next?
Return to town. Why would returning to town be the thing to do? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so, like, the whole datascape thing, that was the story of Coded, and, or at least the one that they used for Jimmy's journal. I guess they were saying that what Ansem set up for the virtual Twilight Town is a similar kind of thing. Yeah, you know what? Your timing's reasonable enough. I might actually just kind of wrap it up here. Might make a few equipment changes. But aside from that... Holy cow, 20 AP? I don't know if I need that much. I mean, I could equip auto finish then. Automatically trigger the finish command when a situation command's timer runs out. I could just equip that outright for Donald. Alright, anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna maybe do a couple of things with equipment and items and whatnot. But otherwise, I think that's gonna wrap it up for progress right now. Although, am I almost done with Twilight Town right now? I think I might be almost done. Of course, I was almost done with Olympus when I ended an episode there. Oh, jeez. I barely even take a step out of the mansion grounds.
So, you think you can bring Roxas back?
Ansem!
And Xemnas.
Xemnas!
Roxas should never have existed in the first place. What you seek is impossible.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
And in the unlikely event you did manage to separate the two, where is it you think you can put his heart?
Well, Roxas used to live in the other Twilight Town, right? So, I'm just gonna put him back there.
Do you even realize what you are saying? The other Twilight Town is just data.
A heart can live anywhere, even inside data. There are hearts all around us.
Yeah, the whole hearts inside data
Ansem
thing
and
was
Xemnas used to be part of the same person, right?
also part of
But
the
look, now they
Coded
exist
story.
separately just fine. If they can do it, then I don't see any reason why you and Roxas can't find a way.
Oh, yeah!
You tell him, Captain Goofy.
In that case, by all means.
Nothing would please us more than Roxas's return, of course.
You wish? He'll never answer to you again.
Still so blind. A nobody is what's left behind when one gives his heart to darkness. There is only one way to bring Roxas back, which is for you to give your heart up as well. Sora,
well,
have you finally decided to call upon the darkness?
You have a history of lying to people, so why should they trust anything you're saying right now, Xemnas?
The shadows are never out of reach.
Oh, jeez. Dusks and Neo Shadows.
Set your heart free.
Wait!
Sora!
Oh shoot, I never
Not
equipped the
darkness.
new
Not if it helps
weapons
him.
for Donald and Goofy. Maybe I should have seen if that could go beyond Sonic Blade. Kablam. Oh yeah, that's right. It has to transform to be able to do that thing. Yeah. Gotta get the counter shield going.
Back at you. Back off.
Alright, I'm like, come on, fight me. Okay, but maybe I don't want it that bad.
That was close.
Okay, well there's that. Oh, hey, we have Blizzard now. There we go. Now it's finally 3 elements. Or I could keep the link thing as a shortcut.
Herc said... He said, with all my heart. Okay, then all my heart it is. I'm getting Roxas out. Are you with me? Donald? Goofy?
You betcha!
I don't know what Ansem and Xemnas want, but I think we better tell the others to watch out.
Okay then, let's head back to town.
Okay, that actually gives you a reason to head back to town. Okay, for real this time. I think that's all that I'm gonna do for now. Yeah, I might be close to being done with... Well, see, but then I keep convincing myself, no, keep going. You're almost done with Twilight Town. Something to that effect. I think I'm gonna keep that stuff as is for now. Oh, but now there's Fire Boost too. Still not that big a deal, but I definitely would like to change this. Although I have waters, not other stuff. Tell you what, I can make that Blizzard. and then also change Sora's equipment to get the expert's ring. Which means then I definitely don't have to worry about abilities being equipable for a while.
I know what to do, Sora!
No, that at least hit some enemy there.
Go get him!
Whoops. Didn't mean to actually do that.
Here we go! Take this!
Yeah, I suppose if I want other magic available, I should have it pretty handy within the shortcuts too. You know, if I want to go about things that way. Like, let me find another group of enemies before I get the finisher going.
I know what to do, Sora! I'm ready!
Okay!
Honestly, gonna try not to spend as long just exploring and battling and whatnot. Because if I'm genuinely close to being done with Twilight Town, then I mean, that's about the only reason I'm still going further at the moment, so I'd rather wrap that up sooner than later. Okay, so we've made it back to town.
Well, bless my bagpipes. It was you laddies who rescued my chef.
Yeah, so this is where we get the whole thing about the cooking
Wait.
and whatnot.
Didn't he sell ice cream in Hollow Bastion?
That's right. But Uncle Scrooge here is what you might call a world traveler.
Cool. How are you, Uncle Scrooge?
Oh, hello, Sora. You're looking hale and hearty. I heard you were on another grand adventure with these two. I hope Donald isn't making a menace of himself.
Why did you have to say that?
So, Uncle Scrooge, what's that you were saying about a chef?
Oh, right. The chef of me bistro here wanted to show you his appreciation. So, he baked this for you.
What is it?
Wow! Cake! The whole cake? It's for us?
Huh?
Settle down. The chef wants you to know it's not a cake, but a tart of fruit.
He does?
Why keep it under my hat? May I introduce Little Chef?
Oh, it's you!
Uncle Scrooge, you opened the bistro in Twilight Town.
Aye. It all started a little while ago when I was enjoying one of the best meals of my life. And when I asked to speak to the chef, I met this wee genius. As it turns out, He wanted to expand his culinary horizons. So I thought, that's an opportunity. And I financed the whole
I don't know if it would
operation.
make much sense to have a full-on Ratatouille world.
Ooh, I think he wants to cook some more for you. Fetch some ingredients, especially anything unusual.
That'll be fun. Kinda
And I
like
don't
a
think I've seen that
scavenger
on
hunt.
anybody's
And the more
list
the
of
better. The mark
Kingdom
of a
Hearts,
truly great chef
like
is creating
their,
masterpieces
world
out of
wish
anything.
list.
You can start right here in town.
We'll do anything to try more of Little Chef's food.
That tart sure did look scrumptiously delicious.
Okay, the ingredient hunt is on.
Oh, yeah. Eating cuisine you prepare will grant you beneficial effects like temporary stat increases. And apparently that kind of stuff is crucial for making it through on critical and the like. Oh, I have to find ingredients right now. Okay, fine. Okay, so that was 1,
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
2,
Little Chef needs more ingredients.
3,
You better keep an eye out.
4. How did I miss this treasure here earlier? Let's see here. Other ingredients. Other ingredients. Can't go that way right now. There we go. Lemon. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. Got some more lemon. Okay. For a second I thought maybe that was another, like, little takeout food box thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an ingredient up here somewhere. Thought I would check for a chest first, though. No chest, but a lucky emblem.
Let's see.
Nice picture, Sora.
Okay, there we go. Got all the ingredients we need.
Hey! Guys!
Huh? Hayner! Olette!
Hey, boss. Done with the posters.
Hey, good work, kids.
You guys work for Uncle Scrooge here at the bistro?
Do we?
He gave us a short job putting up these special posters. Mr. McDuck's hosting an open-air film festival in the courtyard. Cool, huh? Oh, Sora. Hold your phone up to the poster.
Okay.
There, you've just downloaded a promo game for the film. You can try it later.
You did on this, Uncle Scrooge?
Of course, laddie. Provide a bit of entertainment and then give folks a nice, cozy place to relax. Like my bistro here. They'll all be happy and hungry and eager to spend their money.
Uncle Scrooge.
I mean,
Gorsh, he sure is canny. I always wondered how he keeps customers coming into his businesses.
At least that's a
over
pretty
and
honest
over.
way of doing
Yeah,
business
I'm no
and making
business
money.
guy, but I sure wouldn't want to be one of Uncle Scrooge's competitors.
Seriously.
Oh, right. I need to warn you guys.
Why?
Well, those creepy crawly things might come back for more. So stay on your toes.
Sure. But don't we have you guys to take care of them for us?
You have to leave again?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll definitely be back.
When you gonna slow down?
Sorry. Just do me a
Not
favor.
sure if
Well,
ever.
what is it? Don't make it too tough.
I know how Roxas feels to be lost. But Donald and Goofy,
Seriously,
Kyrie,
when have they
brought me
ever
back
slowed
by
down?
wishing with all their hearts. So, I was hoping the three of you
Maybe
would
there
do
was
the
a
same
little while where
and
Sora
wish
was
for
on
Roxas.
Destiny Island in between
What?
2
That's it?
and
That's no favor. We'll all
whatever
wish.
was technically
I'm wishing.
next.
Yeah. Me and Pence too.
Thanks.
I guess the next thing he did was his summons for the Mark of Mastery.
Aren't you making it a little too obvious?
We were instructed to guide him.
Yes. Just look at them. They wouldn't get far if we did not spell it out. Huh. Fair enough. But let's not forget how many times Sora still managed to rain on our parade. If he wavers from the path we lay, we destroy him. But in that case, we'll have to find ourselves another vessel.
That is why we never have just one iron in the fire.
Giant Land. Classic Kingdom game, you can play it on the Gummy phone. Yeah, okay. So basically it's just a bunch of mini games and stuff. Shooting Star. Keyblade with an emphasis on magic. Form changes, double arrow guns, and magic launcher. It has 2 form changes. While form changed, hold right trigger to take aim and automatically fire a stream of shots toward foes. Okay. I am pretty sure that's all we're supposed to do here. So, I totally just missed what that said. Okay, well, that's officially gonna do it for now. I've wrapped up the events in Twilight Town for the moment. So yeah, next time we'll continue with more of that stuff, with whatever world comes afterwards. But select cuisine from the main menu to eat food and gain stat bonuses. Oh yeah. To view your current bonuses, press Y while the main menu is open. Currently, no bonuses. And there's the premium menu again. Right. Get the shooting star. No other armor to equip. Which is a bit of a shame, because that would be kind of helpful for Goofy. Ooh, defense boost. And of course, use that on Sora. Always use it on Sora. Oh, right. The other weapons for... Okay, well that just gives him 2 more strength. No downside to that. The Clockwork Shield gives 1 more strength, but removes the fire siphon and burn protection. Honestly, I'd kind of rather have the fire stuff. So I'll tell you what, let me go into here and make sure that I at least equip water. Might also removes all negative status effects. That might actually be kind of handy to have. High ether. Was that the problem before? Did I accidentally set that to the shortcut instead of the high potion? Maybe. Yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried about all that for now. Might put that in there just in case I really need to remove a status effect. I'm not going to look through all this stuff right now. So yeah, if I ever want to do the bistro stuff, I can access that from here. But that comes later. Oof. Alright. I have other things that people might want help with today. So I think that's going to have to wrap it up for today's stream. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Obviously, I'll keep playing through Kingdom Hearts 3 until I get to the end of it. Slay the Spire is a little less obvious, being a roguelike game and whatnot. I want to at least go until I unlock the final character and then do a run with them. But I don't know. We'll have to see. Because there might be some other unlockables and stuff. Maybe after I get all that, I will end my recorded playing of Slay the Spire, at least. Anywho. So. Twitch, folks, I'm going to find a raid target for us. Otherwise, I think that is going to do it from me. So, not too many other people streaming right now, so makes that decision pretty easy. Okay. Next week should be back to normal kind of thing. 2 chapters of Bible study, and then I guess it'll be more Slay the Spire. Will be the gaming focus. But otherwise, I hope you all have a good week. Hope you'll come back next week or whenever you can for another live stream. Feel free to check out other videos and stuff in the meantime. But whatever ends up happening, till next time, stay cool, everybody.